Hey everyone, Chivo's here, back for another Football Manager 15 video here with Eastleigh, and we are now in the Skybet Championship, which is big news. That is correct, big news, because we're pushing on with our career. As you can see, if you check my profile, 15 defense coaching now, 14 technique, 12 tactical, 11 attack coaching, 14 play knowledge, 14 youngster knowledge, and 10 man management. So my stats are slowly increasing, which is excellent. Apart from that, we do have something we need to discuss. What is that, you might ask? My contract. That is correct, my contract. At the start of last season, I was given a 2-year contract, so from 2019 to 2021. And I thought that was a substantial contract. It was the first time I'd ever been given a 2-year contract. Everything else was 1 year, but this year, since we got promoted, as soon as we got promoted, they offered me a contract. They offered me full-time, more money, some more bonuses, but they also gave me 3 years. That is correct, they gave me a 3-year contract, so that is very surprising for the board. But there you go. So schedule-wise, we had a 1-1 friendly with Anderlecht. I was quite surprised by the result. Anderlecht still do have Yuri Tielemans, so that was quite a big result there. I thought 1-1 with Anderlecht. We then beat Salisbury 3-1, a good result there. James Constable scoring a hat-trick. We then played against Liverpool. We did get TV rights for this game. We did lose 4-0, but Liverpool are a far more substantial team than us. As you know, we've just come up, and they are a solid Prem team. We've actually won the title twice in the last 5 years. We then played against KV Kortrijk, and we won 2-1. Hugo Rodiega scoring both the goals there, getting a penalty and just a goal. And our final result was a 1-0 loss against Blackburn in the 47th minute. And as you can see, Blackburn are now in Skybet League 1. So that was a very disappointing result. But Blackburn aren't such a bad side, to be honest. Competitions, as you can see, we got the Capital One Cup first round against Cambridge. We now start the FA Cup in the 3rd round. That is correct, all the way in the 3rd round. So just say, normally we'd be starting in round 1, correct? So in round 1, you'd be getting your 18k. So now we don't get the 18k, we don't get the 28k. For the 3rd round, we get 70k for a win. And then if we progress there in the 4th round, we get 93k. So we start a lot higher in the FA Cup, so our chances of progressing further are even better there. But we did have a wage budget, we did have a transfer budget. And what did I do with it? Because that is the main thing we want to have a look at. What did I do with our budget? Well, let's have a look at this. Transfer wise, I'll tell you what, no, we'll do finances. They are going horribly. We are looking to lose a lot of money, but we'll figure it out. We will. Give us time. The main reason we're losing money is because the fact we had to take out another bank loan to upgrade the stadium. But we'll make a lot of money this year, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. So as you can see, they're expanding the stadium. That's where the money's gone. But we'll sort that out, no problems. Transfer wise, what have we done? That's the question. What have we done? So, if you check the history, on the outs, we let a lot of people go. Probably the most we've let go, I think. Oh no, the year before, but still. We've let go a lot of notable names. If you guys have been watching the series, you'll know. Matty Fletcher, the Australian, yes, he's a good striker. But getting at the age of 27, he wasn't appearing very much for us. And as you can see, he didn't really perform for us. I mean, yeah, he had a really good season in League 2 for the first year. But then the second and third year we had in League 2, only 8 goals both seasons, and with the same amount of appearances. So he really peaked early and dropped off when he got older. So we've let him go. Hervé Pepe Ngoma, as you can see, he's a good player, but he didn't want to stay with us. I gladly take him back, but we don't need him anymore. As you can see, he did spend a bit of time with us, but just couldn't break into the first team. It's unfortunate for him. Awusa Bosman, we had him on a massive contract. And, you know, don't get me wrong, he's a good player, but for the amount of money he was on and the amount of money he wanted after going up, He wasn't worth it. He couldn't break into the first team either. Leonard Chowmy, we brought this guy in, hoping to get a work permit, and he never did. And that was a problem because we could have sold this guy on for a lot of money, but the work permit killed him and he ended up leaving. Wes McDonald, Connor Tigo, Jake Hallett, all just prospects, but here you go, the main man. Leonardo Chitty, he was our goalkeeper for quite a while, and he honestly played that good first season and third season with us, but just fell off ever since we got Etheridge and Karasik. But on the ins, we have finally spent money, so that is correct. We have spent money, and it's a surprise we've bought in. You'd be surprised, we've only spent 221k. Also on the outs, we did let go of Paul Burns, because he didn't get a work permit. He would have been quality, but couldn't get a work permit. And Matt Lecointe also left because he wasn't getting enough football. But on the ins, this is big. The first one, Remy Begois, a goalkeeper from Paris FC. Obviously, he's not looking very good now. Reports say he could be a good player. But hopefully, we'll loan him out and develop him because he's not bad. Put in James Cragen from Derby County. 29-year-old central midfielder, can also play striker. This is why I bought him in. He's very versatile, can play anywhere in the front three positions. Not bad. His mentals are quite good, I thought. His physicals are good, and his technicals are lacking a bit, but still, they're not bad. So I brought him in, and hopefully he does well. Still got a couple years left in him. A big man here, 130k we spent on Sean Cavenage, 26-year-old left back. As you guys know, in real life, he currently plays over at Fulham. He's a Fulham youngster. Has been loaned out quite a lot, but I decided it was time to bring him in, and what a good decision that was. Physicals are good. Natural fitness is very good. We play a lot of games. Natural fitness is good. His mentals are outstanding, and his attributes are very impressive. He can be used as a very good wing back, and what do you know? He could play very well for us in the future. We then brought in Matt Doherty on loan from Crystal Palace. We need to sum up the right back position a bit. We just got a great left back, summed up a right back. So I got him on 2.1k per week, and you know, for a 1 year loan deal, I can't complain about this. He's an amazing player. Sean Cavendish we bought on 5.25k a week. So a lot of money on his wages there, but it's really worth it. He's a great player. We bought in Frederick Brillant on a free. This guy is 35 years old, so he's seen better days. His physicals aren't that good, but he can jump, and he's got natural fitness. So he's quite a tall player, 187 centimeters. As you can see, his attributes, mentals are outstanding. I love these mentals. We've only got him on a 1 year deal, but that's not a problem because we only need him for about 1 year. His marking is 15, his tackling 10. The only thing that lacks is his heading. But to bring him on a free on 3.5k per week is not bad, and he hasn't had a bad season, a bad career. Not a good one, but not a bad one. Then we decided we'd range Glasgow Rangers for 2 players. The first one, Josh Law, 45k. We picked him up. He's on 3.6k per week, and as you can see, looking at his positions, he can play anywhere except goalkeeper. He can play anywhere theoretically. So no matter where we need him, we can slot him in if need be. But predominantly be playing as a centre attacking mid or a right back. As you can see, technicals are good, mentals are good, and physicals are good. So all around, very good, versatile player. 30 years old, and if you check his history, he's had a lot of first team football. Yeah, he hasn't really performed in big leagues, but hopefully he can make the step up now. We also brought in Hamadou Karamoko. This guy in real life was tipped, or is still tipped, to be a massive prospect for Ivory Coast. He could be massive. So we brought him in, 24 years old, got him very cheap on a 32k transfer. And what do you know? He's actually a really good player. Mental's not too bad. Physical's not too bad. Another tall player, 189 centimeters. So very tall fullbacks is what we're going for. Trying to defend the corners a bit. But 14 heading, 12 marking, and 14 tackling for for 32k, could not go wrong there. We're somebody in Photo Nebe. This guy's 22 years old, Fulham youngster in real life, international of Sierra Leone, I believe it is. Yep, Sierra Leone. He's got 15 appearances for them on £450 a week. This guy, I could not go wrong for £450 a week. Let's see, I do believe he's one on loan. He's not. He probably will get loaned out, but he's currently our hot prospect, and I can't complain. Like £450 a week for this guy. Why would you complain? Develop him. You're not wasting any money. So I brought him in. Now, probably the big man of the window. I mean, Sean Cavendish is probably the big man, but another one. We decided we'd get in Matt Jarvis. Why not? Yeah, he can play left and right attacking mid. We won't play those positions, but he can play centre attacking mid. He's got a lot of experience, the 34-year-old. As you guys know, in real life, he's a West Ham player. He plays in the first team of West Ham, and what can you do? He's looking good, you know. I mean, he has aged a bit at the age of 34. We have signed him on a 1-year deal, but he's just adding that depth that we need. You know, his experience in higher league football could really do us well. And we've also brought in Mike Havenar from Levante for 16k. This guy is a Japanese international. He doesn't really look Japanese, does he? But he's a Japanese international, 17 appearances, 4 goals. 1-year deal. Not a bad player. As you can see, we just needed depth. Stephen Hill was injured. He's come back, but we've needed depth. Mike Havenar's come in. Mentals are incredible. He is 33 though, so that's a bit of a problem. His pace isn't good, but he's a good target man. So you play him up there, let him hold up the ball, and you can pass on to the assisting striker. But the main reason we've got this guy in was for depth, and as you can see, he's not a prolific goal scorer, but he spent a fair bit of time in Adelante, Liga Adelante, and he scored a bit in Adelante, so it's not bad. So I'm happy to have him, see if he can make a bit of an effort in Sky Bet League 1. But that's about it for the squad staff. I've brought in some scouts, I've brought in some coaches. The main reason we brought in some scouts is so we can now scout the whole of Europe. So that's the plan, start scouting for some potentially good players and see what we can do. But today's game is against Bristol City, and we are playing at Fratton Park. And I do need to figure out who I want on the bench. I haven't figured that out yet, as you can see. What am I thinking? I want depth on the bench, you see. I want depth. So we are trying to sign this bloke as well. Semir Hrustanovic from Bosnia and Herzegovina. We're trying to sign him. As you can see, he's only 21. And that's the reason I want to get him in, because we can loan him out for a year, because this guy could also develop into being a great player as well. But depth is the key. So what are we going to do? That's the question. First thing we've got to do, we've got to give Chris Bodle the bench, because Chris Bodle's a good player. Also, we need another defender. I would normally put Lee Whiteman on, but he's suspended, so Owen Harvey can also get the call up today. James Meredith and Konchesky are going to have to miss out. Zayet is injured, so he's not getting the call up either. But these guys are very versatile as it is. Midfielders, I think Cragen's definitely going to have to come up and sub 6 spot, because he can also play striker. I'm thinking McAllister. No one else really appeals, so you know what? We're giving Neil McAllister, the youngster, a bit of a run out. Josh Law could go. Matty Jarvis probably deserves a bench. So that's what we'll do. We'll give Matt Jarvis a run on the bench as well. And then striker, Hugo Rodiega is retiring. Stephen Hill's come back from injury, but Hugo Rodiega can have the run out today. So this is how we're going to line up. Kurisic in goal. He has improved since last year, so hopefully he can prove himself in the championship. Otherwise we might look to buy, because Etheridge isn't happy, but he's not good anymore. We've got Matt Doherty on the right, Karamoko and Brilliant in the central positions of defence, and Cavendish on the left. Eros Castelletto playing in the central midfield, also with Daniel Pybus and Casey Palmer beside him. Jai Reason, have faith in Jai Reason. That is the key. He's not that good. He's age 30, but hopefully he's been here since day one, and hopefully we can get him to move from day one into the Prem. That would be amazing to see him get a start in the Prem. Then Mike Havney and James Constable will lead the line today, and this is how we'll push on. So let's go Bristol City and see what we can do. They're going to play a 4-5-1. They got Lewis Graben up front. Any other name fielding? But that's about it from what I know anyway. But Lewis Graben, is he going to be a threat? Or are the boys from Eastleigh going to prove that we belong in the championship? That's the question. I've tried to add the depth, and hopefully the depth will repay me. But as I said, it's all hope right now. It is all hope. And Sean Cavendish is giving away a penalty after 6 minutes. 6 bloody minutes. What can you do? And Kurasic makes a save off Graben. There you go. I thought that was guaranteed to go in. Kurasic has gone big on the first day of the season. Round of applause for the Australian. He will not get a call up, but he deserves a pat on the back after that performance there. But will he hold out for the rest of the game? That's the question. Lewis Graben, Cavendish. Oh, they've hit the post. Casey Palmer plays back to Kurasic. Kurasic gets rid of. He's Havenar, but can't do anything with the ball. And Cavendish is weighing me already. He's on a yellow. He's playing well, but that yellow could be costly towards the mid to late stages of the game. Here we go. Havenar, the new signing. Plays ball in. Can't find anyone. Freeman. Graben's going to get... Doherty gets there, though. Brilliant. Plays in. Constable gets around the strike. Oh, I'm jumping up my words here. Passion. That is the main thing. Passion. Here's Palmer. Big ball in. Back post. Can't find anyone. And looks like now Bristol could be on a break, but Graben's made a mess of that. Cavendish. We'll have to learn their names, but we are not controlling the game, but we are doing well. That is a big sign. We are doing well against Bristol, and I'll tell the boys passionately. I know you'll be keen to avenge them, because last time we played them we had a loss, so let's try and have a win, shall we? Tordek, Richards, Palmer, surely not. Here we go, Robbie Patton on the ball. Big strike there, and that is horrible. I would expect a bit better for a free kick. Jai Reason should have stepped on it. Alright, Castelletto, Pybus, here's Reason. Castelletto, out to Doherty. Big ball forward, Havenar gets there, plays on. Oh, can't find Constable. And now Freeman is loose. But Karamoko gets there. Doherty, Havenar, no. Freeman, surely not. Surely not, boys. Oh, Graben has scored. Lewis Graben. The Norwich City player, Lewis Graben, has scored for Bristol. And that was just a route one ball. He's just had... Our defenders have just had a blinder there. And Kurasic is not to blame. He's not to blame. But, it looks like we might have to make a sub soon when things aren't looking very well. I think Rodiego will be the man to come on for James Constable. Give him a run with Havenar. And Cavendish is going to have to come off. And a Bodle will come on to replace him. Just don't want to risk that yellow card. Let's see if we can get any result here today. I don't think we will. It is against Bristol. But if we can't win against Bristol, we'll be in for a bit of a trouble. Here's Doherty, Palmer. Big ball in. Castelletto doesn't score. Oh, Castelletto should be doing better there. Havenar's just lost the ball. And we do have another highlight already. The problem is we need to get results against teams like Bristol because these are big points. Havenar! Oh, he's missed it. That's two clear-cut opportunities right there that we should have scored. But our main problem is that if we don't improve, we are going to be in trouble because in the league right now, I'll show you afterwards. Jai Reason on the ball. Flint doesn't gets there. Come on, Reason. Pass it back in. Come on, we need a goal from this. Palmer, Cragen, play out, Castelletto, shoot! Oh, he's hit the bar! Doherty, hit the bar! We've hit the bar twice. Come on, boys, Doherty. Cragen. Havenar. Ball in, Rodiaga. Oh, Cragen. Oh, Havenar, shoot! Oh. Oh, my lord. This is ridiculous. Brilliant. Castelletto, will we have one more chance? Jai Reason. Out to Doherty. Doherty, big ball in. Come on, mate. Oh, throw in. That's going to be the end of the game, is it? Come on. Havenar, get around him. Oh, boys. Richards, don't you dare play that into the corner. And that's going to be the game. Doherty, big ball forward. Yep, that is game. Jeez, man, that is not good. It's a 1-0 loss to Bristol. And I'll tell the boys calmly that I'm not too concerned. We were unlucky, and they're happy about that. But there you go. That's a shocking result for now. But as I said, we do need to improve this year, because if you look at the teams in the competition, Derby are here, Charlton have been up here for a while, Sunderland, ex-Premier League team, Leicester, ex-Premier League team, Aston Villa, Burnley. We got Reading up here as well. Bournemouth have been playing not too bad. We got Palace and West Brom, as well as Southampton and Swansea. So a lot of players in the Championship, a lot of teams in the Championship that we should be doing, we should be losing against, to be honest. But what do you know? We've done not too bad, I'd have to say. But what can you do? That's gonna have to be it. We're just gonna have to learn to do things better. But there you go. That's the insight to the start of the season. Let's see if we can improve. My name's been Chivos. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on another Football Manager video.